I just took a bath and I wanted to record this before I lost all the sunlight. So I was noticing that my body is a liquid crystal, and I mean, I feel like that's somewhat obvious. Uh, oh, the light feels kind of choppy. I'm gonna roll with it. And I was noticing that my body is a liquid crystal, and just thinking about kind of what that actually means, because my body is mostly water, and water forms a crystalline structure when it's frozen. Uh, so this is why like water actually gets bigger when you freeze it, because it locks into a little lattice of uh, atomic bonds. And I find that quite fascinating, because crystals are these really interesting structures in nature, where if you think about like a piece of glass, uh, glass is this crystal where if the atoms line up enough, you can see through it. You take sand, you melt it, you get everything to line up in the right direction, and you can see through it. And that is kind of interesting, because when you heat up glass enough and you refine it enough and you kind of remove enough impurities, you actually start calling that glass crystal, because it's really clear, it's really transparent, it doesn't have discoloration or kind of anything extra in it. It's just the crystalline structure of the atoms. And so thinking about bodies and being made of water, mostly water, and having this crystalline property where like if you talk to water, if you put water in a more harmonious environment, if you say nice things to it, then uh, at least some experiments seem to have shown that it takes on a more harmonious shape, a more uniform crystalline shape when you freeze it. And if you put water in a more dissonant, less harmonious environment, if you curse at it, uh, then it takes on a more dissonant crystalline shape where it's less uniform and the inclusions are not symmetrical. So I think this is just this really fascinating thing where people talk about like affirmations and, you know, loving yourself and being kind to yourself, and, you know, remembering that like, oh yeah, my body actually is uh, this liquid crystal, that even the inert water, even just the individual H2O atoms of water seem to have some way of cohering when the environment says, you know, this is a safe place to cohere, and decohering when the environment is a little bit more distracting and confusing. So, yeah, I'm just like feeling that, especially as I like move through the fascia of my body. Like I'm squatting right now, I'm kind of wiggling my hips side to side, and I'm feeling the ligaments and the muscles in my hips in particular and legs. And if you think of fascia, if you look at fascia, uh, there's some really good videos on YouTube about fascia. Uh, if you look at fascia, it's basically a web, like this crystalline web inside your body, uh, that is translucent and full of like hyaluronic acid, I think, and it's constantly kind of connecting and reforming to itself and to all these other structures in your body, to the bones, to the muscle fibers, to the skin. So fascia is this really fascinating thing, and it's highly innervated. It's like 6 times more innervated, like 6 times more nerves going through it than muscle fiber. So it's very sensitive. There's a lot of information going on in the fascia. And yeah, I was just thinking about this. Like, my body is this liquid crystal of water and fascia, and these structures that are very translucent, or have the potential to be very translucent, and also have the potential to carry all sorts of stuff. You know, you talk about life, and it's just like we don't know about life that exists without water. What is that? uh, like, that's pretty interesting. Uh, and then we talk about fascia, and I think it's like the body's second largest system after like skin. uh, so there's just a lot of it, and it's everywhere inside of our bodies, and it's this spider web of nerve endings. And yeah, I was just taking a bath, and I was in some magnesium chloride, because it's really relaxing and my body seems to like it a lot. And yeah, just noticing like, oh, okay, like crystal begets crystal. This magnesium chloride crystal seems to be really nice on my body crystal. And yeah, I kind of wanted to just record this while while the thought was alive in my awareness. Yeah, I apologize for the jerkiness and slowness of the video. My light is quite low. It's almost bedtime. The sun's going down. But yeah, thanks for listening.